there, that's where I'm going. If we ever get out of here. Is it bright enough? Is it bright enough in here for you? Hoo 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 hoo. I just got myself some fish because the dark side did not make the enchiladas. I don't want to have to hurry up to eat the enchiladas. I want to make them and so that they're good and I can have them with my onions and whatnot. So I ate the bell pepper. I ate the red bell pepper and it tastes like pure freaking fungicide. How can you eat these things? If I lived near a Sprouts, I wouldn't have to be dealing with that. But yeah, can you taste the vegetables now? They're spraying so much of that fungicide on this stuff. It's not even funny. Okay. So, yeah, they spray the hell out of it with that stuff. I don't even know what the hell it is. But that crap needs to stop. I mean, it just soaks into it. It's disgusting. It's terrible. It's on all the produce. All the produce that's not organic, it's on all of it. They spray the crap out of it with that freaking fungicide. Spray the strawberries, everything. Cilantro. So the people who are in Fresno got it good because this store has everything without that nasty crap on it. And I didn't even know this store existed. Sprouts Farmers Market. They're mostly in California, Texas, Arizona, and Florida. So I don't know how bright it is. I'm just going to tell you something that I just saw right now. Okay, I just saw it on these live streams here. And I'm just going to comment on it real quick because, well, theoretically, David Icke should be commenting on this. I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, the last 4 videos he made are knockout. Watch him while you can. This I think is the biggest story. Everything else is a diversion. And so I just want to tell you something that I just saw right now. But before I do, let me check my signal. Okay, this is the kind of stuff I'm seeing. Okay. And I just saw one with the other person, you know, who they're bringing into court. They're being subpoenaed into court. I just saw this one. Okay. Okay, these are a joke. If you can't see why these are a joke, I don't know if I could. Whoa. She is pissed. Look at this. I haven't watched that one yet. Okay? I'll have to watch this one, then I'll analyze it, and I'll tell you something. But she looks vicious. I haven't watched that one. Okay, so I'll check it out. But let me tell you what's going on. Okay, Mancapara just commented. Mancapara just commented on what's going on. So I'm gonna go watch this one first, and then I'll watch the other ones. And but before I do, let me check my signal. Okay, and I'm just gonna tell you what's going on here real quick. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you what's going on here real quick. And signal looks good, and I see a couple people in there in the comments. Okay. Usually all the comments are some freaking Mr. McBig effing nobodies, also known as Mr. McBig useless. And so this thing will turn off here in just a second. But first of all, I was going to show you how I was thinking about when I go into my search. Now this is tricky because when you boot these people, when you boot them, they're not going to show up on your whenever you go browsing the internet or browsing the YouTube live feeds or any of that. They're not going to show up for a while, probably 2 or 3 months. So this is kind of drastic, but I think I'm going to try it, and then I'll suggest it to other people to try it too. All these other channels, I don't know who exactly is behind the channels, but I'm just going to say that this is important enough. This is so important that I think it's worth doing, because so many people, if they go in and they're looking for David Icke, they're going to be distracted by all these other ones that are out there. One of them, this is just my opinion, okay? This is for educational purposes. It's not libel, slander, or defamation of character. I'm giving my opinion on these. I think they're freaking they have bad intent. Okay? I'm not going to go in and research, find out who exactly they are. I'm just going to tell you off the gate start that one of them is called Vice. Okay? And then there's about another 5 of them that you don't know who the hell they are. I suspect that many of them are the government. Okay? The reptilian shapeshifters, Lucifer and the fallen angels. They're making these fake channels to send everybody on a wild goose chase. So I'm thinking of showing you what comes up on my live feeds when I type in David Icke. Okay? And I think what I'm going to do is go in and show you when I do this. I'm going to I think the selection there on when a channel comes up in your live feed and you hit the 3 dots, there is a option there to say do not recommend this channel. All right? So that this channel will stop popping up whenever you type in David Icke, because they're putting David Icke's picture on here. They're making it all crazy, and it's like those fake ones that are saying there's a war and they just blew this, and they're fake. And they're saying whatever the hell they want to. It's important to stay with someone who you've been following, not someone just out of left field who's going to say whatever the hell they want to. It's just leading people on wild goose chases. So I'm thinking about doing this and showing you when I do it, because I'm pretty sure there's about 5 channels, and then I'll let you know if it cleans it up or if there's other channels that they start tossing in there. But it's just important to always know what channel you're on so that you don't get distracted and get sent on some crazy wild goose chase. That's what they're designed to do, and to change your Lucifer whispering in your ear. And so I'm just thinking about doing that. Okay, so anyway, now the last 5 videos that David Icke has put out within these last 2 weeks, or the month, he put out about 5 videos on his channel. And all these channels are the nitty gritty of what is in the books. And he's going there and he's naming the names. Again, finally, after 25 years, these people are being summoned into court, being subpoenaed into court. But this court is not to seek justice, in my opinion. It is a freaking kangaroo court sent to send everybody on a wild goose chase under the disguise of they are actually trying to find out what's really going on. And nobody ever mentions David Icke. They're acting totally stupid. The people asking the questions are totally stupid. This is a freaking scam. It's all a play. The ones who are asking them questions and they're acting like they're getting pissed off. It's all a freaking act for the camera. David Icke should be the one telling you this, right? Go watch his last 5 videos, and you'll find out what's going on. And so so you're watching this, and the people are sitting here watching it. They don't think. Why are they focusing in? Why are they zooming in on this one person instead of showing you what's going on in the whole room? Because they are deceiving you. This is freaking bullcrap. They don't even show the lady who you don't even know if you don't know who's talking. This could be a fake picture and somebody's narrating into it. It's so freaking phony. It's pathetic. Do you see one First Amendment auditor in there? One First Amendment auditor showing you what's really going on, showing you the judge up there, showing you everybody's expressions on their faces in there? No. You know why? Because it's a freaking kangaroo court. This is designed to not bring justice. It's designed to bring closure to it, so nobody talks about it no more. They're covering for him because they're all in it. They're all extraterrestrials, also known as Lucifer and the fallen angels. They've been running the same game over and over and over from day one. And the people believe it. Even when they're telling them, get your ass out of here, you're not allowed in these court proceedings, to the public. Get your ass out. You're not allowed in here. This is a closed door session. Closed door for their freaking cameras that they own. They own these media outlets so that they can run this all across the whole United States to keep the people fooled. And so the only thing I could say is that um, go listen to this, because this is where all the information is. He's given you their first and last names. He's been telling you this for 25 years. And what's going on right now is straight freaking bullshit. And the people are falling for it. They can't see that this is freaking fake. It's a script. It's all a script for their cameras. And they're showing you their script. That's what you're seeing. That's not freaking real. They're not letting us in there with our live streams to show you what's really going on. That's a movie set. That's how they've done it. This is what Star Trek was telling you about. Remember when they had that thing and they had the cameras? That's how they do it. JP Morgan admitted it. This is how they've controlled everything. This is why the 1% have 90% of all the wealth. The problem is you have so many people sitting over in these nice houses like I showed you today who are afflicted with selfish pigism. That's what's wrong. They don't care about the however many percent are being shit on by our government, being oppressed. As long as they're doing okay, well, that's what it is. There's a lot of people who aren't hurting right now. There's a lot of people who are not oppressed by our government because they can afford legal representation to protect their finances, right? And they could give two shits about everybody else who's being oppressed by these freaking devils. In this documentary that Aaron Russo put on, he made this documentary exposing these freaking devils who are oppressing people, the poor people who cannot defend themselves, who cannot afford a lawyer to defend themselves. Okay? These are the people they attack. The defenseless, the poor people. They make them homeless. The biggest scam that has ever been perpetrated on the American people. And all these people sitting up in nice houses, they could give two shits that they're oppressing people and making people homeless because they're afflicted with selfish pigism. Okay? The name of the documentary is called America, Freedom to Fascism. And you'll see who the biggest oppressor ever walked on 2 feet is on this documentary. You can even watch it on YouTube. It's all over YouTube. It's by Aaron Russo. It's called America, Freedom to Fascism. Okay? And so go to David Icke channel on YouTube, because it is a miracle that he is back on YouTube. He was banned for almost 5 years because he told you that the pandemic was a freaking scam when everybody was running around like a bunch of freaking idiots. He was out on the streets with a megaphone telling the people that it was a freaking scam. And so ever since then, he's been banned on YouTube. But miraculously, this last month or 2 months ago, he's back on YouTube. So it's a miracle. Don't take it for granted. Do not take it for granted. Go and watch the last 5 videos that he's made in this last month. Within this last month, he's put up 5 videos telling you all about this stuff. Okay? The Epstein stuff. And all these people, they're talking about this conspiracy, they're talking about Pizzagate. I've never even heard of Pizzagate. And if I did, what the hell is it? I could care less about a Pizzagate. What the F are they bringing this crap up for? You want to talk about a conspiracy theory? Talk about the accusations that are in that David Icke is talking about. Isn't that what everybody's talking about? Yet they are all beating around the bush, won't even mention his name. Have you heard anybody during all this time, anybody ever mention David Icke and the things that are said in the book that was written 25 years ago? And all these people now, it's documented proof that he was right about what they're doing. Okay? And yet they're all acting like they don't. And he comes out and he tells you, if he's lying, then why doesn't any of them even mention his name? Because they know if he shows up in court, it's game over. That's why they're not mentioning his name. That's why they have him banned in 30 European countries, which 6 of them have a king. And these kings, they all keep their bloodline pure. And the kings over in England, who keep their bloodline pure, who David Icke says are actually reptilian shapeshifters, you can trace their bloodline. They are cousins with the people who are being subpoenaed into court right here in the United States. They went right over, if you didn't know, these court proceedings are taking place in their hometown. They don't even have to go drive anywhere. They came to them. That's why they're being held where they're at. You would think it'd be in Washington, D.C. or something. No, it's not. It's in their hometown where they're living. I checked it out. So make sure, if you want to realize what they're doing, they're completely talking about bullshit. Oh, that's a conspiracy theory, right? They're not talking about David Icke. They're talking about some freaking Pizzagate I've never even heard of. This is freaking bullshit. It's a script. They're acting. They're acting like they're fighting. They're not. They're trying to cover the whole freaking thing up. They're acting like they're trying to get justice for something. It's just like what happened with Fred Hampton. They weren't trying to get no justice. They were acting like they were trying to get justice. They were letting them all on the line. Oh, well, we checked it out. We checked it out and we had a 12-panel jury and we find that nobody needs to get punished at all. They're judging themselves. They're all in on it. They're the elite, the 1%. They run everything. That crap ain't real. That's why they freaking told you, get your ass out of here. This is not open to the public, you dumbass. You bring your camera in here, we'll throw your ass in jail in a hot New York minute. And these stupids are still sitting here watching this shit like it's real.